How to actually build confidence. When I was a little boy, I was the shyest and most timid guy you were ever gonna see. I was always with my head down to not bother anyone, only speak if I was spoken to, always obeying the rules, never disagree with anyone. I didn't have the balls to. I didn't think that I had anything to offer, I had no backbone, and that made me feel really bad about myself because I was accepting things I didn't want to. Then as I got older, I became more aware of this. I already knew my confidence was a bit low, but now I was gonna do something about it. I started to think if anything had happened to make me feel how I did, so I started to ask myself, where does this low confidence come from? Did something happen? And then I remembered a story. I got up from my chair, excited in the aha moment, and I was like, yeah, back in first grade when I was 5 years old, we had a drawing exercise. Basically, we had to color in some shapes, but I decided to do something outside the box rather than drawing in the lines because it was a way for me to express my creativity. Then the teacher was collecting it, and as soon as she saw it, she yelled at me saying, "What is this? It's so ugly. Draw a new one." And she handed me a new piece of paper to draw it in again. I did not draw it in. Instead, I just went back to my desk and cried. I felt horrible because I felt good about it. I was happy because everyone's looked the same, but I was being different. And this episode was kind of like a signal to my brain expressing like, don't take risks, it might not pay off. Be normal, they don't like people who are different, and you can't express your creativity. This affected me later in life, so it took some time to unlearn all of those things. Luckily, things have changed since then, and I feel much better now. But that teacher left a mark on that little boy. So, what am I trying to say? Identify where your limiting beliefs are coming from. Why are you not confident in something? Did something happen in the past to make you feel that way? I also asked myself about people who I perceived as confident. What do confident people do? How do they behave? That guy I know who's confident, what makes him like that? And I came to the conclusion that there are some traits, but the number one thing for confidence is competence, being good at something. They say with competence comes confidence. When you know you're good at something, you'll be confident doing it. Most people are scared to do a lot of things because they're not confident, but in an ironic full circle moment, the only way to tackle your fears is to face them head on. You can only overcome fears by deliberate exposure to them, so become fearless and constantly throw yourself into situations which scare you. Summary. Identify where lack of confidence comes from, ask yourself, and remember past memories which may have left an impact. With competence comes confidence. You get confidence doing something you're good at. Face your fears by consciously forcing yourself to meet them.